Hi, this is Margaret, and let's take a look at drawing our first drawing assignment, the foundation plan. So here's the assignment. It's assignment 4, foundation plan. And first thing it says is start with the title block. So to find that, you can go to the Google Shared Drive for this class for architectural plans. And in the assignments folder right here, down at the very bottom, here is a CAD drawing all set up for you. It's called AP title block, and it has all the layers and the title block all set up for you. So open that and save it to your computer. And let me just remind you, save often. Save a lot, because things can happen and you want to make sure you have all your work saved. Okay, now on the back of this drawing, or page 2 of this thing, is this drawing. What we are going to be drawing this term is a set of drawings from the city of Eugene. So they have a package that tells you the kinds of things you need in a typical plan submittal. And you can find that document in the lectures folder. So I have taken some of their drawings, cleaned them up a little bit, and we're just going to draw that house. We'll start with the foundation today. Next week we'll look at the framing, and then the week after that we'll look at dimensioning. So you want to use the right CAD layers. They're in your title block drawing. And then I'm going to show you some things in the PowerPoint, drawing the stem wall 6 inches, footing 12 inches, the hatching, and all about the bubble here. All right. So now let's go look at that drawing in a little bit more detail. I'm going to go to the lectures folder and open this PowerPoint, and I'll get it started here. Here is our foundation plan, and the city in their sample package combined foundation and framing into one drawing. That's not unusual. It's a small house, and that's a good thing to do. So we're going to put all our foundation and framing on one drawing also. Today we'll just start by drawing the foundation, which I've highlighted in yellow here. When you draw the foundation, make the stem walls 6 inches wide, and remember that'll be a solid continuous line. And then make the footings 12 inches wide, and remember that'll be a dashed line, and those layers are set up for you in your CAD title block. And the city drawing here gives you dimensions so you know how big to make your footing. You have an opening in the stem wall here on the bottom edge here, the crawl space access, so add that in. They happened to make this one 2 feet wide. One thing they did that was a little bit goofy was for the title of the drawing, they should have used a circle and they used a square. So I'm going to show you how to draw a circle the right size. You should use a circle here, not a square. And you should use the stylus text style for this heading. And you shouldn't put not to scale. You should always give the actual scale. I'll show you an example. This is out of our textbook. So this is what a typical title under a plan will look like. There's a circle. Make the circle 5/8 of an inch in diameter. Run a line through the middle of the circle and horizontally out underneath the text, and then make the title of the text 1/4 inch high. Make the scale 1/8 of an inch high, and this is when it's printed. So the easiest way to do this, the easiest way to get this text all the right height, is just to make the text in paper space. Draw your plan in model space, but write your text and your bubble in paper space, and then you won't have to worry about it. So that's one way you can do it. However, if you would like to put your bubble and your title in model space, here's what you do. You go to paper space and double click inside the viewport to open the viewport, and then trial and error figure out what scale would be a good scale for this drawing. And you find that in the taskbar down here at the bottom of the CAD window. You click on that down arrow and this list of standard scales will appear. These that say something or other equals 1 foot, that's the standard architectural way of writing a scale. So pick one of these. I'm going to guess that your drawing might fit well with a scale of 3/16 of an inch equals 1 foot. So you might try that one. If that doesn't work, of course, come back and try one of these others. All right, and once you've set that scale, now double click outside your viewport window to close the viewport so you have the scale locked in so you don't accidentally pan or zoom and get it messed up. Now, in model space, if you're doing this stuff in model space, let me back up just 1 second. 3/16 of an inch is the same as 1/64. There are 12 inches in a foot, and so if you say 12 inches divided by 3/16, you'll come out with 64. So 3/16 of an inch to a foot is the same as 1/64. So if you are putting your text in model space, you need to make all of these 64 times as big as you want them to be when you go back to paper space. So a 5/8 diameter circle in paper space, you're going to have to make your circle 40 inches in diameter in model space. If you have 1/8 inch high text in paper space, you're going to have to make that text 8 inches high in model space. And if you're going to have 1/4 inch high title text in paper space, you're going to have to make that text 16 inches high in model space. That's if you want to make your title stuff in model space. And I actually do that. I don't know why, I like that. But paper space is much easier, so backing up here, option 1, I recommend create these in paper space, and then you won't have to figure out how to scale them. Okay, there you go.